I want to speak to you real quickly about changing your perspective. And this video might be just a little bit longer than the previous ones, just because I feel like there's a lot that can be said on the subject. It might be hard to condense it all. But basically, when your perspective is focused on Jesus Christ, you can look at the world in a different light. You can see situations differently than the people around you, because you have that hope and you have that peace that comes from knowing Jesus Christ and having a personal relationship with God through Him. And so, two people can go through the exact same situation or scenario and see it completely in a different light. Somebody sees it as a negative and sees it as frustration and sees it as difficulty and it upsets them. Another person sees it as an opportunity for God to work. They see it as an opportunity for good things to come from this, maybe not directly from your own life, but from in somebody else's life. You have to remember, it's not always about you. Just because you go through something difficult or challenging doesn't mean that the primary reason is because it's for your benefit. It could be somebody else's benefit. It could be somebody else on the outside watching how you handle the situation, and it could give them strength in turn to be able to handle something that they're going through that's difficult in their life. And because they see that you turn to God and you trust Him, and it's because of the hope that we have in Jesus Christ, then they are able to use that to get through what they're going through and face the challenges that they have as well. And they see that there's something different about you, because rather than getting frustrated, getting upset, and looking at the situation in a negative light, you see it as a positive. You see it as hope. You see it as an opportunity for God's strength to come through and to prevail in your life. And I think when people see that, it really changes their perspective on things, and they want to know why you have such a different perspective. And that's when you get the opportunity to share with them that it's because of your faith and your belief in Jesus Christ that you can view things in this way. And I think that's a huge part of letting your life reflect Jesus Christ in everything that you do, in every situation, every scenario. Now, it doesn't mean everything's going to be perfect. It doesn't mean things are always going to work out exactly the way you want. But it does mean that even in the most difficult times and situations, you're able to turn to God and trust in Him, and you receive that peace. And it's a peace that only God can give you.